morning. It is Monday, September the 12th, I believe. And it is about 6:45 in the morning. It's early. You're sitting on my paper towel, so let's hope you guys don't fall. And for whatever reason, I got dressed really quickly this morning, and so I have a little bit of time. We don't have students today. Today is an in-service. We call it Data Day, where you look at data. But the first half of the day, I actually have to go to a different middle school because all the language arts teachers for middle school are meeting at one particular middle school. All the language arts and social studies teachers, and then all the math and science teachers are meeting at another, and it happens to be my school. And so the first portion of the day I'll be at a totally different site, and then I have to head back to my school to have more meetings about data. But since I got myself dressed so quickly, I think I just woke up earlier than I needed to. I wanted to show my newest Ana Luisa pieces because I'm really excited about these. Not that I'm not excited about the other ones, but these I'm excited about because I just got all silver this time. So I know in previous videos I've mentioned, that I, obviously love the brand and all of that, but that they have silver pieces as well, but I had always been showing you gold ones. So I decided to just, try something new this time around that I worked with them and select just silver pieces. So I'm gonna show them to you. And then I need to figure out an outfit that I can wear with them sometime this week. So the first thing are just these little silver hoop. It's okay. These little hoop earrings that I got that has this little croissant pattern, as Taylor says it, but there's two of them. These are kind of like medium sized. I definitely wanted to make sure I got some more silver hoops because I feel like I only have like 2 pair, and sometimes you just need a good silver pair of earrings, and I've been going hard on the gold, so I needed to kind of catch the silver up. So I got those, and then the next thing I got was another pair. Why do these keep falling out? Was another pair of silver hoop earrings. I don't know what is going on and if it's a sign that the left hoop keeps dropping out, but it does. So these are just kind of like a standard straight up silver hoop earring. Also in a medium size, and then I wanted to get a simple couple of necklaces. So I got this one here, and I think these actually layer on top of each other if I remember correctly. So here's one part of the necklace, just kind of a little disc, and then this is the second part, and I will be wearing these together in some kind of layered format. Let me pick up my earring that just dropped. All right, so those are my pieces. And then Ana Luisa was generous enough to allow me to get some gifts for my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law's birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and she had actually been asking me about, Ana Luisa. She's seen me wear them and talk about them quite a bit. And so she wanted, and I had gotten her something for Mother's Day. I got her a Mother's Day necklace that said Mama on it. And she likes it so much that she wanted to get some more pieces. So she was asking me about suggestions and things. And then I said, hey, why don't you just tell me what you're interested in, and I'll see if I can get them for you. And I was able to. Thank you to Ana Luisa. So she got, this looks like the same thing I got, but maybe in gold. The same set actually that I just got. It's a layered necklace, but hers is in gold. Is it layered or is it just one piece? No, I think these are 2 pieces, but it's just in gold. So same thing there. She wanted that, so we got that for her. And then the next thing she picked out were the same earrings that I have, but hers are in gold. So I mean, obviously we have very similar taste when it comes to jewelry. And then the very last thing, I was actually going to get this for her and she beat me to it, but I guess in some ways I made it happen, is she got this little initial necklace for her daughter, my new niece, Emery Elena. So she got the letter E. And yeah, so I'm excited to give those to her. I mean, she already knows what she's getting, so the surprise was ruined, but she's really excited about it because she was trying to decide between those 3 things, and I said I might be able to just get them for you, so hold tight. So but yeah, I figured I'd check in and show you those things before I forgot, before the day gets started, since I had a little bit of time on my hands. I am so early that I'm actually gonna go downstairs and make myself some breakfast and go to Starbucks, because that's how much time I have right now. I don't have to be at that site until 7:30. It's pretty close, and it's really breakfast from 7:30 to 8. And I'm just gonna make myself breakfast, because you know, you never really know what they mean by breakfast. Sometimes breakfast is actually breakfast, like a breakfast burrito, and then sometimes it's a little granola bar. And I just feel like it's gonna be more on the granola bar side, since it's just all these sites meeting up in one location, because I just don't think they can afford to be giving all of us breakfast burritos. So we're just gonna go ahead and handle ourselves today. So I'm gonna go make a bagel and then stop at Starbucks, and I'm gonna definitely try and check in with you during the day, or kind of get glimpses of what my training looks like. So, but before I forget, if you are interested in good quality jewelry, obviously in both gold and silver, as you know, I strongly recommend Ana Luisa. I'm wearing my gold hoops right now. These are my absolute favorite hoops that I own. I just like the size of them. I like the thickness of them. I've had these for over a year, and you can see they're still in very good condition. Price points vary, so if you want to spend a little, you have that option. If you want to spend a little bit more, you can do that as well. Obviously, they make great gifts, and they're environmentally friendly. They don't make large batches of these pieces because they don't want to make more than what is required to prevent waste in the environment. And they're just nice, dainty pieces that always look nice and kind of take your outfit to the next level. I'm even wearing a ring today. This is also from Ana Luisa. So check them out. I gotta go make a bagel. I'll be back. Or I won't be back. I'll see you later. Hello, it is 2:30. Oh dear. Hours later, I'm back in my classroom after a day of professional development of sorts. So I think I mentioned, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but the first couple hours in the morning I was at a different site. We went there. That portion of the day, honestly, I hate to say it, but it was a little redundant, because we had a PLC meeting last Wednesday where we went over the same information, and it was basically just getting everyone acquainted a little bit better with TCI, or History Alive. Hold on. So I don't know, like, I don't know if the district realized it was redundant, or if it was believed that it wasn't redundant, but it felt very redundant. So it was a little disappointing that I wasn't getting any information that I felt was new. So we had that ended at 10. Then I had a break from 10 to 10:30. So I had enough time to go home, let Riley out, use the bathroom in the comfort of my own home. And then I came back to my site, and then we finished the day. We looked at data, test scores, we talked briefly about PLC stuff, and then I, along with a colleague, did a presentation based on the training we went to over the summer with Dr. Shiraki Holly. Excuse me. And everybody that's on that committee at the different sites, we're all doing this same presentation to our colleagues at our school sites. We're kind of one of the last people to do it, just because of our meeting schedule here at this particular site, but we did it today. I thought that went smoothly. They're very brief. I think they're about, I don't know, like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes in total, and it's all based on Dr. Shiraki Holly's book, which is what that training was based off of, called Culturally and Linguistically Responsive Teaching and Learning. And unfortunately, we know that not everybody is either believing in that kind of work or understanding that kind of work. So the presentation that we did today was just kind of like easing us into the concept of it. And we just talked about having outrageous love for students, which is a very broad and general thing to say. And we have talked about this before at this site a couple years ago, but there wasn't this formalized set of meetings that was being organized by the district, and every school site is kind of at a different place with the training. Like some schools, I think, just saw Dr. Holly today, whereas we saw him 2 years ago and kind of started doing a little bit of this a couple years ago, and that has really kind of fallen by the wayside here for a variety of reasons, unfortunately, but hopefully now that will pick back up now that it's like a district thing and my battery's gonna die. So we talked about the concept of outrageous love, and I just kind of explained it as like outrageous love doesn't mean you're doing anything outrageous, but you're really showing a lot of love to that student that you find to be maybe the most challenging. So we did that. We talked about PBIS, I'm talking really fast. Then we had some union information that I shared, and then we have time back in our room. So I just finished getting ready for tomorrow. That is all done. I'm gonna check in with Taylor because we need to send out conference schedules so parents can start signing up for that, because we have that at the end of the month. And then I'm gonna take myself home and do some work. So battery's dying, I'm gonna end it here. All in all, as good as a day-to-day is gonna get over here. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock. I'm on my prep period. I just finished my first period, which is my leadership class. We have a rally on Friday, and today was our first day of doing a full, well, I can't say full, like a half of a rehearsal in the gym, which is where we hold these rallies. And my anxiety level is a little bit less because they do seem, hold on. There it is. They do seem, not that they're prepared, not that we could do the rally tomorrow, but like we're getting there. Like I'm starting to see that the rally could actually come to pass. So that's good. We got through about half of the script today. We're gonna practice again tomorrow. And then, you know, just keep practicing until the actual time comes on Friday. It's a rally just, I don't even know why I just took this out of the pod. That didn't make any sense. It's a rally just for 6th graders. And it's this group of 8th graders' first rally. So there's some anxiety going there. Where's that box they were just holding on to? I think this is it. So yeah, anxiety on their part as well as my part. But so far, every year, when the day comes, everything seems to work itself out. So I'm just gonna continue to believe that that is going to be the case. So I'm on my prep period right now. I'm not gonna talk too much because there is some stuff that I really wanna make sure to do, but I know that I wanted to kind of talk more about or include more content on leadership stuff. So I wanted to just kind of check in and do that. This is the script. They script their own rally with some guidance. So we were just kind of running through that. And that's where we're at. So I'm on prep. I'm gonna use my time wisely, and then I'll check in with you a little bit later to kind of let you know how the day went. Yeah, so I don't have anything else to say. I gotta get some stuff done, but I'm really liking my new earrings. Have you seen these? Oh, not you. You haven't. And my battery's about to die already. These are from Ana Luisa. This is my first set of silver pieces that I bought from them. So I'm wearing these little roped earrings and this necklace set, and I've already gotten compliments on them. So there's that. My battery's gonna die, so I'll talk to you guys later. It's time to go home. It's 4:30, and I just finished with my union meeting. Oh, there we go. And my battery's gonna die. So I don't have a lot that I can say. But today, what did we do? Today all we got done in social studies was watch the weekend wrap, take the quiz, and then they're going to be presenting on a specific region for early Indigenous America. We finished the whole chart with TCI, or History Alive, and now they're gonna be, like, every table group is an expert on one particular region, and they're gonna present to the class. I'm doing something a little bit different than the book describes. The book describes like an actual traditional presentation where the groups come up, talk to the class, and I've done this strategy since I taught 5th grade at my old school, and I really like it, and the kids seem to like it too. And it's a Kagan structure, and it's called Carousel Present. And the way that it's designed is it forces everybody in the group to present, and they get to present to a smaller group instead of the whole class, which kind of alleviates some of the stress for some of the kids. And since my battery keeps telling me it's gonna die, I'm gonna give more detail into what that looks like. Maybe not tomorrow, but on the day that they actually give the presentation, because tomorrow they're really just gonna be getting prepared for that. And then in language arts, we just finished in both classes. We wrote the introductory paragraph and the closing paragraph to the close read essay that is gonna go with the monkey's paw. And this is the second year. I just, on a whim, came up with this idea last year where I had the groups like draft a paragraph, and it's normally the introductory and concluding paragraphs as a group. Like, give them the purpose of each paragraph, what should happen in these paragraphs, and have them work as a group to draft a paragraph that they feel like is good or the best that they can do. And then it just becomes like a competition. Like, they share them out, I listen to them, I give them some critiques if they need it, I tell them what's good about it, and then I ultimately end up picking one that I feel like is the strongest at face value. And it's just worth table points. And just adding that kind of element to it makes something that could be just 100% tedious and boring to some, like, at least fun, because there's a competitive aspect to it. So we did that today, and that's all that we did. We wrote the intro paragraph for the monkey's paw essay that they're going to be doing, and the closing paragraph. And again, everybody in both classes will have the same paragraphs to start and end as each other, because that's what we're using, the ones we made in class today. And then tomorrow, I think I'm just going to show them and talk to them about transitional words, phrases, and sentences. And tomorrow's Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I think, is when I'm gonna actually just kind of let them be and start looking for their text evidence to support the thesis or claim that we made in our essays. And they'll be working on the essay Thursday and Friday. That's the plan. So that's how my day went. And so now I'm gonna clean up. I think I entered these grades already. I'm gonna go home and I feel like I don't know what this pile is. I'm gonna go home and do some other stuff. So I will see you guys later. I'm not gonna say tomorrow because I really don't know, but I will see you guys later. Aspects of this, like maybe some mountains and maybe some. So while he's doing that, are you guys going to be looking up the information you want on there?
Yeah, we're going to like do research and stuff.
I mean, he can start and kind of see how far he gets, but you don't have time to sketch it first and then draw it. So if you're going to do it, you should just start drawing it, because that's a lot.
What does it do?
I would just do as much as you can by the end of class, and then I have to kind of assess how much more time I think I might get. So if that's what he's going to do, then that should be his sole purpose, and you guys' sole purpose is figuring out what information you're sharing.
Here you go then.
Alright, so we can draw a ranch.
No.
Why?
We're just doing ideas.
No, no.
So the very faint line could be like for the section. It's like of the, and the American Indians of the. So of the. Do you think we could use the place card to
The placards?
How it looks like now. Does that look good? I mean, Robinson, I'm sorry. Does that look good?
Yeah.
But I kind of like how it makes it look more, what's it called? Not cool, but more organized. If that makes sense. Like it helps me know don't know how to say this.
You guys are putting it in sections?
Yes.
Are you gonna have pictures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Mason are gonna be writing. They're gonna be drawing and like.
Well, someone has to work on this.
I know that's what I'm gonna be doing. Writing.
But I feel like someone went already. Oh, he's back. You gotta fill out the Google form. Take a point from table 1.
These are blocking. Click it. Click it.
It's gonna send me
Or the illustrator,
Yeah.
and you're getting the information.
When the writing or the
How great for inhaling and renovating.
I see that she's writing. Now, what are you guys doing?
We are like studying this like women farming business.
Oh, there were female farmers in your area. You're gonna be the expert.
I mean, we wanna have a little bit about how the women did the farming and the gathering, while men did the hunting as this archetype normally did for the Native Americans.
Okay. Are you guys working together?
Yes, because I'm going to be the drawing, but, well, she's a little busy at the moment.
So while she's drawing, what you guys are just getting information?
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
Waiting for the drawing. We came up with our. We just gotta. We already have like our five, basically.
So maybe if you need something to do, you guys already know what the presentation script is going to be?
No.
Oh no, we didn't make that.
Couldn't you guys be doing that now?
You're so smart.
You know, it's that master's degree.
Yeah.
It's that master's degree. She can. She loves me. And I love her back.
I was gonna say she can't walk up to random people and say that. You see
Well, like that'd be weird.
We don't have.
You don't think I'm lovable?
No, you are.
That's not what you just said.
I did not mean it like that.
You don't think I'm lovable?
I said you are.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It is Thursday. It is about 4:30. I am getting ready to go home, but before I do, I'm just going to kind of show you. Let me sit down first while I explain this. Talk to you about the presentation portion of the social studies. So they are going to be presenting, hopefully starting tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But I think I mentioned this on Monday or Tuesday, but it's a strategy called Carousel Present, which I have used a few times before when I taught elementary school. I don't know that I've ever done it at the middle school level, but I definitely did it a couple times when I taught 5th grade, and I've always liked it, and the kids always liked it. And so basically they each have their topic. So each of them is presenting on a particular cultural region in early indigenous America. And they have to create a poster for it that they're going to be using as a part of their presentation. What I like about this is everybody in the group has to present. So today they started working on their posters. They didn't get as far as I would have liked, so they're going to get some time tomorrow. And I told them, you're going to create a poster that has the information that you feel like anybody should know about your particular region. And you need to make sure that you understand that everyone in your group is responsible for presenting everything. So making sure they understand it doesn't mean that everyone in your group is responsible for presenting a portion of your poster, because I think that's what many of them thought. And just making it clear that everyone in your group is going to present at some point, and they all need their own set of notes or their little index card or whatever little cheat sheet they're going to use to make this presentation, because you guys aren't going to be together and you could be presenting simultaneously at the same time. And so how it works is they have their poster, and their poster remains stagnant. Like their poster will be set up at their table group more than likely. So let's say this is actually this team's poster. So their poster will just be on their desk like this, in the middle more so. And then I'm going to number everybody off in the class. So I have 7 table groups, so everyone's going to be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All the 1s are going to be together, all the 2s are going to be together, all the 3s are going to be together, all the 4s are going to be together, all the 5s are going to be together, all the 6s will be together, all the 7s will be together. And those smaller groups will be moving around the class and stopping at each table group. And when you get to your group, you are responsible for presenting your poster to the class. Actually, I don't think I number them 1 through 7. I think I only number them 1 through 4. You're responsible for presenting your poster to the class. That's what it is. I only number them 1 through 4, sorry. So that they're never in a group with their actual group members, if that makes sense. And that's how it makes it so that everyone in the group has to present the whole thing. Everyone in the group is held accountable. No one can kind of slack off and all of that. And then what I tell them is, as they're presenting at the table groups, I'm going to walk around, and at some point I'm going to hear the presentation from each group. And whoever I listen to is how I'm grading the group, because theoretically whoever I'm listening to is what everybody else in their table group should be saying when it's their turn to present. And the kids that are listening to the presentation are just listening. And then to promote proper social skills, they, at the end of the presentation, will have a little post-it note, and they have to just leave a quick note for that presenter, telling them something telling them something that they really enjoyed about their presentation. They may also give them some constructive criticism, and then those little sticky notes get stuck on the poster. When the presentation portion is done, like that's the carousel part, that's why it's called Carousel Present, because you're rotating around the class. When the carouseling is done, or the presentation portion is done, then the table groups go back to their original table group, and then they just kind of review the feedback that they got from their classmates. And so, like I said, every time I've done this, kids have liked it because it removes the anxiety of the fact that they have to present to the entire class, and now they're only presenting to a smaller group, which eases some of that anxiety. I like it because it holds everybody accountable at some point. And it just seems more entertaining to them, or more doable to them, in my opinion. So that's what we did today. In addition to that, I don't know why my battery can't hold a charge. Like, my battery should not be dying already. In addition to that, we practiced writing a transitional sentence and matching that up with text evidence as they prepare for their essay on the monkey's paw. Just kind of talking about the importance of transitional sentences in essay writing, and then showing them how to keep track of the text evidence that they decide to use, and just reminding them that they have to actually explain the text evidence when it gets to the actual part where they're writing the essay, and just reiterating that what we've been doing this whole time is just kind of planning, even though we've already written a introductory paragraph and a closing paragraph. And that's it. And then in leadership, we're still practicing for the rally. We have tomorrow, and then the rally's on Friday. And so we're gonna see how that goes. But that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna head home. Actually, I need to go to Target, and then I'm gonna go home. And midweek reminders. And that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, turn your body this way so you can hear the directions. I'm just gonna re-explain how this works a little bit slower. If you don't understand when I finish, then you definitely wanna ask clarifying questions, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you in your seat number groups. So all the seat 1s are one group, all the seat 2s are another group, all the seat 3s are another group, all the seat 4s are another group. You're still in the silent game, so nod your head yes if you understand that. Shake it no if you don't. Okay, so when you start, you're just going around the room. That's why it's called Carousel Present, because you're carouseling, meaning you're just going around the room like a carousel, and you're gonna present at some point. You're gonna see every table group And it doesn't have to be in order because there's going to be 4 groups moving around, so you don't necessarily have to go in order. You can kind of skip around, but you just have to make sure that you get to every single table group. Nod your head yes if that makes sense. Shake it no if you don't quite understand what I'm saying. You don't understand? Okay, so what seat number are you? You're seat number 3. So you're gonna be walking with the 3. So all I'm saying is when you're with your group, you don't have to go first group 1, then group 2, then group 3, then group 4. You can go group 2, then group 5, then group 6. You just have to get to all the groups. Does that make sense now? Okay. And when, yes. You can talk.
Do you mean tables?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you are traveling with your numbered group and you get to your table, so let's say I'm and we have arrived at table number 2. She knows she's a member of table 2, then she knows it's her turn to present. Does everybody understand that? Okay, so she's going to present the information that her and her group put together. She's only speaking loud enough so that the people she's presenting to can hear, and then you guys are just all listening and paying attention. As a listener, you have to think about what Kinsey is saying and doing, kind of think about, is she doing a good job, or there's some pointers I can give her, and on a post-it note, okay, you're grabbing one post-it note and you're giving her some positive feedback. You're gonna tell her something that she did that you really liked. I really liked when you did this, or this fact was interesting, or you guys made a really nice poster, or it's really nice and easy to see. You're just leaving some kind of compliment or word of encouragement to the person that presented. Nod your head yes if that makes sense. And you're just gonna stick the post-it note somewhere on the table group, not on the poster, because you don't want it to be covered up for the next person that's gonna come. And that's what you're gonna do at every table group. So when you arrive to your original table group, it is your turn to present, okay? Once you have gone to all 7, then you're just gonna sit down in your seat, okay? Some groups might finish and then others are still moving around, so it just kind of depends. And then when your whole group is rejoined together and everyone is presented, then you guys will have a table full of positive feedback on what you did. As you're presenting, Mr. Martin and I are listening to table group presentations. It's our job to make sure one of us heard someone from table 1, one of us heard someone from table 2, all the way to table 7, and we're just making a mental note. Basically, guys, if you do a good job, you're getting an A. If you don't, and you just really mess it up, you're not getting an A, okay? It's just that simple. Are there any questions? Mr. Martin, do you understand it?
I believe so.
Okay. So, if you are in seat 1 of your table group, grab your note card and a pencil and just stand in this corner here.
In the area. For food sources, they ate fish and salmon. They hunted and ate deers and lions, deers and beavers. They were eaten. For shelters, men cut long, thin wood pieces to make
In the Great Basin. In the Great Basin.
For clothing, they wore
Pause right here. I would like to tell this group you should only be writing something positive after she's actually presented.
Oh, we did that.
I didn't write anything negative.
But I know, but has she presented yet?
I'm writing great art.
But don't do that, because then that comes across like you're not paying attention to her.
Sorry.
So when she finishes, then do that. Okay.
By using the low rain they had, farmers planted near flooded areas such as the bases of mesas where rain runoff flowed. Men dug irrigation ditches from the streams to the fields and built small dams to hold summer rains. Using corn grinders, women spent hours grinding. Houses were made underground so they could cook cornmeal in summer and in clay pots and warm them up in the winter. Use of houses along the river.
Table 1, right? Like I said, right? So the people right here
these are the people who like kill the bisons, which the bison is a very like great resource. Like they use bison to like eat, like make clothing and for like tools and stuff.
Is that it? You say thank you. Okay, so now you're going to write something positive, and then we're just going to arrange it around here. All right, it is now 4:15 on Thursday. It is obviously after school. I had an IEP after school that ended not too long ago, and then I was talking to Taylor. But I wanted to check in before I stopped vlogging for the day to just talk about the strategy that I use for the presentations. We got all those done today. When the kids came in, I made it very clear, you will finish your posters today and you will be presenting your posters today. And they were really panicked, but I'm like, you have almost a 2-hour block of time. If you use your time efficiently, you'll get it done, and they did. So I think I got some footage of me kind of explaining the process and how it works, and then some footage of them actually presenting in their groups, and it always goes pretty well, and it went well today. I didn't get to take footage of me explaining or me talking to them after they had presented, and then they go back to their desk and read all the positive feedback that they got from their classmates. So I'm just gonna show you one here. So this is one group. Their region was the American Indians of the Great Basin, and then all these post-it notes are just the positive pieces of feedback that their classmates left after each individual member of this group presented. And so again, I walked around. Here's another one over here. And then there's the ones for my homeroom class there. So after this strategy, every time I've done it with the class, I always ask them, which do they prefer? Do they prefer presenting this way, or do they prefer presenting in front of the whole class? And it's always like a resounding this way, for the reasons that I mentioned, I think, earlier in the week. Like, the group that they're presenting to is smaller, so it's not as like overwhelming or intimidating. And really, for the teacher, I don't think I mentioned this when I first started talking about it this week, it is much easier to grade because I am really able to grade all the presentations at once. Hi. You going here now? No, I'm vlogging. Yeah. You're going home. Okay, sorry. I think I was talking about, as a teacher, using this presentation format is nice because you get to grade all the presentations at once, as opposed to just sitting and hearing one presentation after the other. And quite honestly, it's a pass-fail presentation. I really do walk around and listen to a couple of kids from each group and really just confirm like the information they're sharing is accurate, it's on task, they seem prepared, the poster is done, and then also making sure that they're doing a good job listening when they aren't presenting. And as long as they do that, they'll do well, they'll pass, or whatever you want to call it, and if they don't, they won't. So that went well today. The kids preferred it, and that's it. That's all we did in class. That was what the block of time was devoted to. Tomorrow I have a sub all day because tomorrow is the first rally of the school year for the 6th graders. I don't know if I'll be vlogging at all or much tomorrow because those days are hectic. So I'm gonna say goodbye for today. I might see you tomorrow. I'm sure I will, because I have to close out the vlog, so it probably will be later in the day. But I know by the time you see this, the rally would have happened, but just for, you know, the sake of it, just wish me luck. Send in a little prayer. Pray for the kids that they're ready. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. It's Friday, it's 4:30. And I'm really just here to say hi and bye and close out this vlog. The rally was today. It's over. We got that done. It was just a rally for 6th graders, kind of like a welcome to middle school rally. And overall, I went in this morning like not really sure if the kids were prepared with lines and things like that. I think they like one of the MCs forgot a line at some point. She came and told me, but I honestly didn't realize it because I was probably like not focused on that when the actual rally came to be. The 8th graders did well. They pulled it off. The gym looked great. I didn't get any footage of that because, again, on these days I'm not like, I don't even have the wherewithal to pick up the camera. And the 6th graders were just loud. I can't even, like, I mean, and definitely you want them to be loud at a rally and have energy, but on a scale of 1 to 10 of energy and loudness, they were at a level 20. To the point where one of the administrators had to pop in. I had to pop in, like, so loud that the 8th grade leadership kids could not hear themselves. The band couldn't hear their cues, even with the bullhorn. And so afterwards, we just very casually and briefly debriefed. We're gonna have a more formal sit down and talk about how we feel like things went next week. But overall, the kids felt good about their performance and what they did, and the things that were frustrating for them were things that were kind of out of their control. So I did talk to an administrator, the administrator that was there, or one of them, I think there were more than one, and just kind of said, I really, like, one of the reasons why I think the 6th graders were able to be so loud in a way that was not like conducive to us getting this rally done is that the 6th grade teachers were just kind of off to the side instead of being intermixed within the kids. And this is my 4th year teaching leadership, but really I haven't had a normal year. I've only done so many rallies under normal circumstances like this. And I know I've said that before in emails, but either they don't read the email or that part of the email, or they just disregard it. So I was telling the administrator, I need that messaging to come from them, that we need crowd control help with teachers. Like, they need to be interspersed. Not that it will stop the loudness, but it will help kind of reduce it some. But that was the biggest issue. Everything else went fine. We definitely know that the rallies in the future need to be longer, like scripted out so that they are longer. And that's it. So I don't have the energy to say much else besides that. It went well. I'm glad it's done. That's something I can check off the list, and I'm just gonna relax this weekend. I do have an update of sorts on this project that I've been alluding to and talking about. I haven't decided if I want to just share the update in blog format or make a separate video, but you should be hearing something about that soon. But as far as the rest of it, we're just gonna close this vlog out here, you guys, because I am tired. I haven't eaten all day, except for, I take that back, I had 2 egg bites from Starbucks and my actual drink, but I didn't have lunch and didn't even realize I hadn't eaten lunch until the day was done. So I need to rest. I need to stop talking and just sit here and relax. So I hope that you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you want to engage with the video or support my channel, leaving a like or a comment always does help. And if you're not following me on Instagram or TikTok, please do that. You can find me at Smarty Style. And as always, I hope that you guys are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will talk to you in the next vlog. Until then, goodbye. Hey guys, as you saw, I was super tired when I closed out the vlog on Friday, and I forgot to remind you guys to head over to Ana Luisa's website if you are looking for some great sustainable jewelry. You know that I've loved their gold pieces for the past couple years, and my silver pieces are my new favorites. Make sure to use my code to get 10% off. I know you'll find something you'll love.